Hi everyone, welcome to our Tuesday night team training. It's great to see you all on here. My name is Nicole. I think I pretty much know all of you, although I'm not sure who Michael's iPad 2 is. So it's great to be here with you this evening. So first thing I wanted to start with is events that are coming up. There's a few events coming up. Justin just got back from the Philippines today. I just got back from Sydney. We have a few more events coming up for the year. So you can find, as most of the events will be on this page, although I'm going to type in the chat box, shinebrightteamevents.com, which is a Facebook page on the events tab. However, from time to time, we get events kind of last minute and I just forward them on through the messenger group setup. So your Upline Diamond or Upline Gold should have you in a Facebook messenger group and forward these on to you. So we have 2 events coming up in Brisbane tomorrow night. I am doing one on the north side of Brisbane at North Lakes, and Sally is doing one in the bay side of Brisbane. So you can send your guests along to those. They're both starting 6:45 for a 7 o'clock start. So send people along to those. Alan Fitzgerald, who is a Diamond in Australia, is doing a tour of regional Queensland. So he's doing like Roma, Mackay, few other places, so just check that out. They've all been put onto the events page where they are. There's also another event coming up in Melbourne in December and another one in Sydney with Christina Sword and Stevie Aquilina on the 29th of November. So a few more events coming up for the rest of this year. So events are really, really amazing, powerful way to share with people the message of a seer. So what we are going to talk about tonight is about getting all of you who are on the call out doing your own small mini events. So what, as many of you know, how Justin and I built our seer business is we did a lot of what we call in-home presentations. So we did some at our own home, at anyone's home who would have us into their home. Sometimes we knew the people. Most of the time we didn't, because we booked in-home meetings from meetings. And that's pretty much how we built our business. Sometimes we'd have like a couple of guests turn up. Sometimes there would be no guests turn up. And sometimes there'd be like 15 guests that would turn up. And so Janine Babauskas, I'm not sure if she's on the call tonight, she also did a lot of these style of presentations to build her business. And I actually went down and helped her get started in Melbourne. And I did one of these for her. And then she's like, I want you to come down again. And I'm like, I will, but you got to do 3 or 4 more. I can't remember what I set, more of these like in-home seer like information sessions before I will come down again. So she did, and then I came down again and we did some more around different parts of Melbourne and even in some in country Victoria. And that's really how she started her business. So after my first visit, she went bronze, and after my second visit, Janine went silver. So they can be really, really effective way to spread the message about a seer. So what we've learned from doing these, and Jen and Jeanette have done a lot of coffee meetings too. So that's another format, small group meetings. They started doing those in coffee shops and now they have them at a regular occurrence in their house. What we found is that they work really well. However, I think some people were finding it a little bit anxious of like how to do it, what should they do? And we had presentations and flip charts and things, but we were still finding that people were maybe finding that a little bit challenging to do. So what we've done is we have developed a in-home kit, which we'll be launching this week. And we had a little pre-launch down in Sydney, and Rochelle has really kindly offered to come on and share her experience of seeing that, because I think she was like came and saw the very first time that anyone had done this in the new format, about what she thought about it and if thinks it's an easy thing to do. So Rochelle, I'm going to unmute you. So, oh, hang on, why isn't it unmuting? That's so weird.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah, it's working now. I couldn't do it for some reason. My thing's doing something weird. So Rochelle, I was down in Sydney doing some events, and Rochelle came over the first night that I was there and offered to be a guinea pig for us running through this for the very first time. And so it's a very, very simple format. It's designed that you don't need to have, you know, much knowledge about anything. You don't need to know anything about science or anything like that. And you actually have a handout that you give to all of the guests. And there's also a prize draw entry that you give to all of the guests. And to educate people about redox, you just play them a video. So it's really simple. So Rochelle got to see the first run through. So what was your impression of it, Rochelle, when you saw it for the first time?
I loved it, and especially because of the video and the handout. It's for me, it looked really easy to do, and I definitely will be doing them in the future. And my takeaway from it was there's a few amazing things that Nicole had put in, like the prize draw. You know, everybody has to put their details down in the prize draw so you can follow up with them. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is brilliant. And it was really the steps. If you just followed the steps, it was really, really easy to do. And I feel really confident after just seeing the one that I could do it myself. In fact, even what I see it as a great benefit is actually helping people that are signing up. I've got somebody who wants to sign up, but it's not in a great financial position. Sorry, my daughter's joining the conversation.
Hi.
But say hi. So she's going to set up. We're going to do a in-home meeting with her straight away, so that she can start getting people to the product straight away, so she can get some money back off her products. Yeah.
And that's the power of it, right? Is it's like you can do that for people, help them get their products straight away. And yeah, it's really, really awesome. So I'm going to give you a quick run through of what it's going to look like, so that you can kind of see a little bit about this, and it'll be step by step. And I'll probably like do a video as well of like, we should have recorded us doing one in Sydney, but also the other feedback I got was, you know, that people felt like that they could do it. So actually Miriam saw it once and she got up and did one the next day for someone that came over. So that is a sign that it's duplicable, because, you know, if you get up and you know all about the science, you know, all these things, that's not really duplicable, right? Because other people, like, you need people to be able to do it kind of fairly early on. So I've got a few files. I'm going to share them with you so you can kind of see what it looks like. So this is the only, can people see that? This one? So this is the only one that's still in the process of just having the graphic design finalized. So this is basically a guide for you, for the person who is delivering the, you know, the information session about redox, so that you've got like a running sheet of everything that you need to do. So it's, you know, basically got everything mapped out for you. It tells you, so this is just some notes from my graphic designer in pink. This is the last bit, everything else is finalized. But it's basically telling you what you need to take. And then it's giving you an outline of what the information session should look like, how long it should take, how to introduce, what section to refer to on the guest handout. So we'll show that to you in a minute, but it like maps everything out. Okay. So really, really simple and easy. And then it gives you some tips on the back page about what to say to close the meeting, to, you know, get people to make the decision about whether to purchase the SIA products, to book sessions from sessions, so to book more people to do these for you, because that's how you can expand your team. Gives you some suggestions for a host gift. You can like do these suggestions or other suggestions. They are just suggestions. So really, really simple about what to do. So that's the running sheet, and that will be finished. So that's basically so you know exactly what you need to do. You can like study up on that, and really, really easy. So the other things, the main thing, when you book someone to do one of these events for you, so they're going to like host some people in their home for you, or even like Miriam said, oh, one of her people said, I can have it in my home, but I'll invite my friends over to your house if you'll do one here for me. So there's whatever is going to work, right? You can do these. But basically when you book someone to do one, is you're going to give them one of these host guides, which basically, you know, thanks them. It tells them how to invite people, what to do, how to confirm the people are coming, what they need to do to prepare on the day, how to make their event successful, and it tells them a little bit about, you know, how they can get their products for free. Make sure that they've got a 100 PV auto ship in place, and it's got room on here for you to write the date, the time, and location of their workshop when you book it. Okay, so you can actually have this at your meetings, and if people book a meeting, at the meeting you might want to offer them a small gift for doing that, like maybe a little spray bottle of ASEA or something like that, or a brochure. Then you can give them one of these handouts. So really simple. So it just basically tells the host what to do, makes it a bit more professional. So that's that one. And then there's a couple of main documents that we've put together for running the actual event. So the first one is, and the main one is, this guest handout. So basically, you don't need a complicated PowerPoint. You don't need technology. You don't need any of those things. You give all of the guests one of these handouts, and you'll have one yourself, and you go through this handout. And the running sheet tells you what to say on each handout, like where to share your testimonial, how to share it. And for boxes 2 and 3, we actually have a video that you can play, and it's on a URL, so it's on getyoursalestalking.net. All of this is in the running sheet, and it's an 8.5-minute video. It's the one that's pinned to the top of the Facebook page, and you could just play that video. You don't have to explain anything that's in either of these 2 boxes. You just play the video, and then it tells you, you briefly say a little bit about ASEA Via. You ask guests to write down their 3 health challenges. It also tells you on the sheet when to do the 3 times in 5 minutes, the product demo. You're going to say all the ways you can do redox gel. You're going to ask people what they experienced from putting on the redox gel the first time they're in U28. And then it goes through, and you tell them how they can get their products, the different options. Tell them about the loyalty rewards and the points that they can earn, and they can get free products, how they can be part of ASEA, and then you close off and ask them what they want to do, and you have enrollment forms there, and you go around and you ask people how they want to be part of ASEA. So it's super, super, super simple. And the other thing that Rochelle mentioned, which is really key, is you're going to do a prize draw entry. So you're going to offer a little prize for the guests at the event, you know, and it could be just a spray bottle of ASEA. You can buy like the little plastic, like 50 ml spray bottles from eBay. You can, like, I've bought I just got heaps of them delivered. They're super inexpensive, and you can just put some ASEA liquid in there and give that to people as a gift. So what you're going to do to have all of their contact information is all of the guests, you're going to ask them to fill in a little prize draw, which is really, really simple. And they're going to put their name, the email, what's the best way to reach them, what they're interested in. So when you follow up with these guests after the event, you know exactly what they want to know about. So you don't have to have like a big long conversation. You know exactly what they want to know about, and you're able to just have that conversation with them. So we're pretty excited to do this. I have to thank, Janine for putting a lot of energy into this. Jen and Jeanette also put a lot of energy into getting this right, and also Liz Chinseat as well put a lot of energy into, we've just like been working on this and refining it and getting all the design work right. So what we're doing to make it even easier for all of you is we're going to do a smaller print run of all of this stuff, which you'll be able to purchase all the handouts printed in color and everything, because I know it can be really expensive to do color printing, and it's never as nice quality as when you get it done professionally. So we're going to do that, so you can buy a kit with enough in it to do 5 in-home meetings, and we've based it on about 6 guests at a meeting. That's a really good amount. You might need to invite 20 to get 6 to turn up, and that's completely okay. Or you can buy enough to do 15. So we're going to do that. I've put a post in the Shine Bright team Facebook group to get people indicating what ones they're interested in. We're getting the print quotes done this week to get the printing done, and I'll put it up on the Shine Bright team website shop, so you can purchase those. And then I've got someone else, Megan Stevens, I'm not sure if she's on the call, she's probably having family dinner. She's going to pack it all up and get it all sent out to everyone, so that it'll be really easy. You don't have to print anything. You're just going to have it all there. You can just go and do it. You just need to basically just buy some spray bottles if you want to use those for gifts, for host gifts and for prize draw gifts and for booking booking an information session from one as a gift. So yeah, so super awesome. So does anyone have any questions on the in-homes? I think it's going to make it a lot easier, and also for doing like table meetings. Like if you're doing a meeting with someone in a coffee shop or something like that, maybe you won't be able to play the video in that environment. I know our Philippines team does a ton of like table meetings. That's kind of what they do a lot. So it'll be really good for them, and you can still do the presentation without having the video there. The video just like makes it even easier because you don't even have to. And for all of you, it won't be weird because I was like playing a video with myself narrating it, which felt a little strange. I was like, this is really weird. I'm sitting here playing a video of myself talking, but the rest of you won't have that problem. So yeah, that was the only thing that felt a little bit peculiar. The rest of it was easy. So does anyone have any questions or comments about it?
Yeah, I have a question, Nicole. This is Elizabeth from Berlin.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. If you wanted to send this to us in Europe, could you make a big parcel with it, or could you give us the files and we could have them printed over here?
You'd be easier to get them printed over there. Yeah.
So can we purchase the whatever of you?
And I can just give you the files and you get them printed over there. So yeah, that's because the ship it's just so expensive to ship printed material.
I know. We have our Tuesday evening call, our weekly call tonight, so I'll mention it to the group, and then they know what to expect. It's a shame that none of them are on the call today. So
yeah, we can definitely do that, and that's probably what like the Philippines people will do as well. So
thank you.
And the US people that want to use it. It's just printing here is probably way more outrageously expensive than it is in the rest of the world. If you're only doing a small print run, it'd be like $2 for like one guest handout at Officeworks because they charge $1 a page color. So it'll be a lot cheaper than that for us to go to a printer. Becky, did you have a question? Okay, you're unmuted.
Yeah, I might have missed this because I had a little one doing stuff, but can we print them ourselves here?
Yeah, you can print them yourself. We're just going to get a print run done so you can buy them a lot cheaper than what it will cost you to print them yourself. That's all. Because it's just expensive printing.
In colour, yeah.
It's really expensive, yeah. So, and it'll like look a lot better in colour, look a lot more professional. So yeah, we can get it done a lot cheaper if we're getting like a print size done of a few thousand. It's gonna like it was meant to be a really small print run, but it's gonna be a few thousand of the guest handouts because so many people want them. So yeah, which is good. Anyone else have a question or a comment?
Are we putting our name down for that print run somewhere? Or
yeah, just in the Facebook group, just pop your name down because it's just helping us quote the like get the volumes quoted for the printing. So and then we'll put them up once we get the printing. Like I put some estimated prices, like I just kind of did like a really rough estimate, but once we get the printing quotes confirmed, then we'll put the actual, like the price that it will be and people can purchase it and the shipping and that kind of thing. Yeah. Awesome. Any other questions, comments? Yes, Eleonora.
Hi. Will be this week or next week?
We're going to get the printing done this week. It might take a week for the printing.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is Megan, that's going to do it. I'll get her to do it even when I'm away in Vanuatu because like once all the printing's done, it'll be really straightforward for her to send it out and she knows how to access the commerce part of the Shine Bright Team shop so she can send them out while we're away.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll probably take her a day to send them all out packaged up. It could be a big job, which is why I'm not doing it. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Marianne. Hang on, you're muted.
Just wondering, is answering the poll, is that placing an order or do we have to specifically say?
Like if you answer on the poll, like I'll take that as that's what you want. So that's kind of like
great.
a pre-order for me and then I'll do a thing up so you can like pay online.
Okay, great.
I'm not doing bank transfers and all that. It's way too much work. It's too hard. So yeah, I'll just like pay, like do a thing. You can just pay by credit card and Megan will get it all out to you.
Great, thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions or comments? Let's give a big round of applause for Jen, Jeanette, and Liz, who were on the call that did so much help with putting it all together. It was like a lot of back and forth and, yeah, a lot of to and fro. So it looks a lot better. The first version I wasn't happy with. So, yeah, we had to do a lot of re-edits.
Yeah, it's come together really well. The whole formatting looks fabulous now, and I'm pretty sure when the print run comes, most of you guys will be pretty happy with the presentation. And this will be our first in-home, actual kits, what I call the in-home kits, and we just need to get rolling with them. Yeah. Don't worry, and I reckon what I notice is a lot of people worry about little things like maybe an error in print and stuff. I reckon you have to bypass that sometimes and just get moving. You don't let those things stop you.
Exactly.
Nicole doesn't. It's not about being perfect. It's just about getting the job done. Thank God for her.
I've never read a novel that I haven't found a typo in. So
yeah, we haven't either. So anyhow, that's what it is.
You back.
But it's been a big job.
Big job, but you don't have to be perfect to get the presentation on the road.
Yeah, and so what we're going to get a little bit of feedback, make sure everything's running smoothly. Probably the main thing will be, I think, the running sheet. Like, I think the handouts are pretty, like, I think we've been through them. They seem to work. I tested a couple of it. I think there'll be a little bit of feedback on the running sheet, and then we'll just get that redone and we'll do a bigger print run. And we're going to have the amazing Richard from our team is distributing tools and things. He's got we've got a tools store going live soon. You'll be able to get ways to use Redox Gel and the 40-page booklet and the Redox Experience booklet. And so, yeah, he will distribute them from Melbourne because he's set up to do that. I'm not set up to have all that stuff in my garage and send it out, and I don't have time. So he'll do that side of it, like, once we'll just do a few tweaks over a couple of months when people are using this initial one, and then, yeah, he'll distribute it for Australia and New Zealand at least anyway. And then our Europe people and US people, they'll just have to get them printed. But I think it's a lot cheaper for you guys to print stuff. It's like not ridiculous like it is here. So any other questions or comments? No? Who's going to go out and do an in-home? Who's got one booked? Who's going to go do it? Rochelle's going to do one. Jenna, do one. So you're going to do one, Debbie? Yeah, totally.
I'm relaunching.
Absolutely. Yeah, this will be really it's so easy. It's like super, super easy. I did one on Friday night. It was really easy, and like there was a lot of engagement sharing about people's like testimonial experiences. It was good.
Nice. We've got an in-home on the 9th of December, and from what we know, it's outside and there's no TV. So
I think you'll be able to do it with this.
That's right. This will be perfect.
This will be great. That'll be a great first one for us.
I just used an iPad in the lounge room, and it wasn't the big one. It was just like the regular size one. It was fine. People can see it, and the speakers on them are pretty good. Like, unless
we'll have the laptop.
We can use a laptop, hey?
Yeah, you can still use a laptop. Yeah, you can use a laptop. Just like as long as there's internet, like you just type in the URL and it takes you straight to that one YouTube video. So it's like,
brilliant.
Seriously, like simple.
So I've got a question, Nicole. Like the presentation you did in Sydney, is that with the slides on the PowerPoint? Is that what is included in this plus the video link?
No, it's just a video. That's if you're doing what I did in Sydney on Friday afternoon, that is way too complicated to do in someone's lounge room. Like way too complicated. Would you agree, Rochelle? Because you saw both. Yeah.
I didn't get to see the other ones, so I didn't compare.
Yeah. That's not the purpose for someone's lounge room. Something like what I did Saturday.
I was just confused about which one you were talking about that was in Sydney because I didn't see both. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Saturday afternoon was much more in depth. Yeah.
Nicole, I'm even thinking that this might be a nice Christmas gift to give an associate as well, a in-home pack to give.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. It's like it'll just make it so easy to do it, and you can use them for one-on-one meetings as well. Absolutely, you can still use the handouts for that as well, and they can go away with it. Rochelle, you had something else?
Yeah, I was just going to say I feel totally confident after seeing one that I can do them, and I've got somebody already setting up one in her home. So just dive in and do it. It's really easy. Like, it's really, really simple the way Nicole set it out. So thank you so much for all your hard work, ladies, for getting this up and running.
Yeah. It is super, and yeah, I was like, it was like literally the first time I'd like got it back from the graphic designer. It like got into my inbox while I was on the plane to Sydney, and I'm like, I'm going to test this out.
Nicole, is that recording of you doing that? Is that in the Shine Bright group?
No, there's not a recording of. We didn't record. I think Miriam recorded a little bit of me doing one on Friday night, but not the whole thing. So yeah, I'll have to. It's very simple though. Like, I can record myself doing one, but it's really, really simple.
So how long does it go for?
It like goes for like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Like, if people got kind of really excited about sharing their stories and their experience, because we had some people who've been using the product there already, so they got excited about that, and that, can sometimes take longer, but yeah, the rest of it's not very long. Yeah, because you don't say much. You just play a video and then tell people how to get them to share their story. Simple. Any other questions before we finish up? Marianne? You're on, hang on. Why can't I unmute you?
I'm done.
Oh, yeah, cool. Mm-hmm.
A little off topic, but still kind of on topic. If you are doing a presentation with someone from a crossline, another team, how do you want us to present our information then? I mean, you guys put a lot of work into the presentations that we have access to, so I don't really feel comfortable handing over your presentations to
people use them. They always do, because people always ask me for my presentations all the time. They do, because I don't know.
Okay.
A bit of work into them, but yeah. So, but this kit, we're just only going to make this available for our team to purchase, because it's
But doing a bigger presentation, that's okay if we would go by what we would normally do.
Yeah, and different leaders will present differently as well. So, like, people have their own ones that they present normally. Like, all of the diamonds, like, we have our own presentations that we do. So you do, like, you might adapt the one that I have. Like, I've sent it to a couple of people and they'll probably adapt it. Like, I know Lorna adapted it for herself, and that's fine. You just do what one, when it's your turn to present, you do what you're comfortable with at those kind of bigger meetings. But anyone that's just getting started, they shouldn't be even worrying about doing that anyway. They should just stick to this really simple in-home stuff. In my opinion, that's what I would do. I wouldn't even be messing about with PowerPoints and all of that unless you're going to a bigger venue, which you're going to set up with Alyssa in Adelaide. And it's good for people to have a bit of a little bit of variety and different perspectives each week. Is kind of helpful. Which is why I was suggesting, get the diamonds come down. Like, ask different diamonds to come down and present and share their story. It keeps the associates interested in coming back, and then, they'll bring different guests along, and it's good.
Thank you.
Yeah. But you can see the expert in house format. Everyone has like a different presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one uses the same one. And mine have no science in them. Everyone else's has heaps of science.
But they
I'm like, go to a CS science.
Yeah, but they're valuable, and there's a lot of work. I appreciate how much work goes into these, and just don't feel good handing them off. That's all.
I know. Everyone always asks them every time I go somewhere, can we have your slides? Happens every time. Anyone else have a question?
Charlene here.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlene here, Nicole. Hi, everyone. For the soft copy, right, are you going to post it on Shine Bright team website?
Yeah, I will. I'll put it on the website.
Great.
And so if you want to print them yourself, you can. It will just be more expensive if you do that in Australia than but obviously if you've got team overseas, then that's what they're going to have to do to be able to use it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, we're out of time. So I'm going to stop the recording and Liz is going to start the next session.